2, 1. So I've got a new signing with me this week for my virtual chat. It is Kingsley James. Hello, Kingsley.
Hiya, nice to meet you. How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm really good. And first of all, welcome to the club. I mean, obviously you've had, you're only 28. You've had a sort of an experienced career already, but now you signed for Hyde. And just tell us why you've signed for Hyde now.
Mainly because of Dave and John, obviously. Got really good working relationship with both of them. And I know exactly what I'm going to get from them as coaches. They're absolutely brilliant. Everything they do is efficient, and they do everything properly, which is exactly what you want as a player. You know, you want the staff to be doing everything properly, and making sure the standards are in place from them down, really.
Yeah, you had a taste of obviously the facilities last season when you played with Gainsborough. I mean, was it? Did it take much getting used to as an opposition player, getting used to the pitch and things like that? Obviously, we'll be playing it a lot more this season now.
Yeah, it's very different. It's very different, but I think the more you play on it, the more normal it'll become. So I'm looking forward to getting on it and training on it regularly. Because although a lot of teams at this level train on 3G facilities, they're nowhere near the kind of standard that Hyde's is. So it'll take a little bit of getting used to. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a good setup. It's a great setup. It looks like a club that's well run and well looked after. Everything looks well set up, so I'm looking forward to getting going.
Yeah, as I say, you're only 28, but you've got that experience of Football League and National League as well, and that'll be probably important in what's going to be a young team again.
Yeah, definitely. I've played plenty of games, so I like to think I'm going to have good experience. Like you said, I've played in the National League a number of years. Played against Hyde actually when I was at Hereford, so I remember when the pitch was grass as well. But yeah, obviously last season you had a very young team, but did exceptionally well really for how young the team was, and considering how many new players that were brought in, really, you did really well. So I'm looking forward to meeting everyone and just getting started whenever that may be.
Yeah, and I think that's the big boost as well, because as I say, you're still kind of the right side of 30, but with that experience as well, it is going to be good, and players can look at you. But you've got like Liam Tong and Yanni Lipka now alongside you, who's you can pass on that experience to, especially someone like Liam Tong who scored goals for fun last season from midfield.
Yeah. I've seen Yanni play a number of times. Obviously, through Dave and John, I used to come down and watch, even when Dave was assistant. I used to come and watch whenever I didn't have a game. So I'm quite used to a lot of the players. I know quite a few of them through playing against them and seeing them over the years, really. Obviously, Tongi last season had a great season, scored a lot of goals, and he's still young. So, you know, me and Yanni, in the experience that we've got probably between us, will be good for him.
Yeah, and I believe as well you're going to be taking on a coaching role that called mainly coaching the reserves and the foundation level students, aren't you?
Yeah, that I'm really looking forward to that actually. With Dave and John, we run a football academy over in Wakefield, so I'm looking forward to coaching some older players and developing as a coach really, because I know I'll learn a lot from John and Dave as well moving forward.
I mean, ultimately, like I say, even though you are only 28, is that something you're looking to get into now, really, the coaching side?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I made the decision to leave full-time football at quite a young age and go and play part-time when I bought the football academy, because that's what I wanted to dedicate myself to. You know, I would have found it very difficult running an academy like the size of what it is in Wakefield, as well as playing full time. You know, it was becoming difficult. I was travelling to London a lot after coaching on Friday nights, and it just wasn't healthy, really. So for me, moving forward, you know, I want to improve as a coach and I want to get better, because that's the path that I want to take, really.
So is that the main reason you left full-time football then, to concentrate on this business side?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you know, I decided to take on franchise when I was coaching for Dave and John. I got a great opportunity presented to me, and you know, I wanted to take it and actually run it properly. Which I think if I would have carried on playing full time, would have been impossible to do. I was at Barrow at the time, and I either had to coach until 8 p.m. and then drive to Barrow and stay over, or down to London pretty much every other weekend, and it was just becoming an impossible task. And for myself, and I've got a young family now, it was just impossible. So that was the main reason, really.
Yeah, and obviously, like I say, I suppose like you say, the other good reason reason for joining is you know Dave and John so well. I mean, it won't take much of getting used to their style or anything like that, then, will it?
No, and I know what's required of me as a player, and I know that I've got to be the one that sets an example. You know, I've got to come in and follow them guys, really, because obviously last season they had a group of players that did exactly that. So I know what to expect. I'm going to come in and make sure that I do everything I can to make as much of an impact as possible.
Just tell the fans where your best position is. Is it kind of in that holding midfield role, or do you like to get forward?
It's difficult to say, really, because I've been deployed in a number of positions. Last season I was right back, holding midfield, number 10. As you probably saw in the game against you guys, I went from right wing back to centre midfield. So
Yeah,
I've played
changed your game, didn't it, when you did that as well? I noticed you played the pass, I think, for the equaliser. So
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I played the pass. Dave and John weren't too happy about that, I don't think. But I've been played in different positions, but I am a centre midfielder, and I like to think that I can do a bit of everything. I have played in teams where I've been more of an attacking midfielder and scored 10 goals plus throughout a season. But I have also played holding midfield and being the one that breaks things up and starts attacks off. So whatever's required of me, whatever Dave and John ask me to do and give me the days that I'm going to aim to do that to the letter, really.
excellent. And obviously, does say, do you have any goals for this season? With it being a young side, finished in 10th, could have finished higher in the end. I mean, it's kind of different to Gainsborough. We're pushing for promotion. Hyde were kind of the building, aren't they, season on season in a minute?
Yeah, it was very different. We had high expectations last season at Gainsborough and didn't start anywhere near the level that we should have. For whatever reason, it just wasn't working. But it's a different situation at Hyde. I think they've got a lot of young players, and they seem to have built year on year. Really, they've got better players each year and improved as a team, really, and climbed the table. So I think this season, with a little bit more experience, we've just got to aim as high as possible. And I don't think really we need to set out any expectations. We just need to know what we're doing, understand what path we're on, and just work as hard as possible to do as well as we can, really.
Real nice one. Well, best of luck, Kings, and we'll see you throughout the season.
Perfect.
Cheers.
Nice.